All right, guys, we are here and we are back with another amazing interview. And I have a friend that has been on here before, and she has got some more amazing things to share with us. So, Breann, let's go ahead and introduce yourself to the butterflies.
Hey guys, thanks for having me. Um, I am Breann Carroll, the president and founder of the Middle B Foundation for Lupus right here in Chicago, Illinois. And yeah, so we were founded in 2018. Founded in 2018, and it wasn't until 2021 when we became an official 501c3 tax exempt nonprofit. And since 2021, we've been able to help 16 lupus patients with the Lupus Relief Grant. Um, Grants range anywhere between $500 up to $1,200. The foundation will have a fundraiser specifically for you, and however much we raise, you will receive 100% of the proceeds of that. We are still going strong with our annual lupus walk, which we have every year in the month of May. We also have our fitness classes, yoga. Um, why did I just forget? Yoga.
It's just so much good stuff. So, yeah,
Yes.
so we can, so basically, that I've watched you and I've seen all the amazing things you're doing.
Yes.
I'm just mad that you're so far away. I'm
Yeah.
just like I want to get in on the fun, you know.
Yes. Yes.
Chicago so far, but you are doing some amazing, amazing things, and so I know like the nexus for how the foundation came to be. But for
Yes.
those viewers who do not, can you share some of the behind the scenes of how and why the Middle B Foundation got started?
Yes. So, my mother had three girls. All of our names start with the letter B. So you have Breann, which is myself, Brandy, and Brittany. Brandy was the middle sister, so the middle B, and she was diagnosed with lupus at the age of 15, and she passed away at the age of 22. So I started the Middle B Foundation for Lupus in her memory. She was the middle sister who had lupus. And so it came about where like my mother was a single mother and she did not have any resources
Mm.
to care for Brandy. So I started the Middle B Foundation to try to provide resources, not just for single mothers, but for all caregivers that have to take care of a loved one who has lupus. And so I started the Middle B Foundation here in Chicago, and I want to be able to reach out and branch out to Indiana, Michigan as well, to provide services out there as well, all the surrounding states. But yes, that's how we came about. When you see the three bumblebees, that's us, the Middle B
Just
Foundation.
buzzing around, and I
Yeah.
mean, I love that you found, in the pain and like the reality of your family, having to endure your sister's sicknesses, and then her passing away, like the way that you found a way to positively channel um her memory, her life, and
Yes.
to keep her going,
Yeah.
and to like keep that legacy alive. That you know, yes, your family is sad, and we're even sad for your loss, but her life is still continuing to have meaning, and
Yes.
I love that, especially for us. We got to keep it going.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So
Yes.
like how like have you had a time, or can you express into words like that feeling for you, like knowing that I miss my sister, like she
Hmm.
was my road dog, she's no longer here, but we're still doing things for her.
Yeah. So I think the whole thing was for me to turn such a tragic situation into a positive. There's
Mm-hmm.
because if I had stayed in that state of depression,
Mm-hmm.
I probably would have drove myself crazy because I was depressed. I had gained a lot of weight. I then I stopped eating. Then my mind was taking control, my
Mm-hmm.
thoughts. So I had to find a way to get out of that state and like come to terms with all of that's happening and just be at peace with
Yeah.
knowing that she does not have to suffer anymore.
Right.
Although I would love for her to be here on earth and not suffer,
Right.
but that
Right.
wasn't in God's plan. So um she's no longer here with us. And I just tried day by day to make the Middle B Foundation um just a place where people can come and receive services and not feel ashamed for receiving services from us. I
Mm-hmm.
don't want you to feel like, oh, like pettiness or anything like that. Like, I just want you to come here. You could be yourself and let us know your story. My mom, she lost a child. I don't know what it feels like to lose a child. I lost a sibling, but this
Mm.
is a child that came from her. She gave birth to this
Right.
child, flesh of her flesh, blood of her blood. So, like, I'm sure it's a lot of other mothers who can relate. So, we are a foundation that's relatable. You can come and talk to us. And I
Mm-hmm.
just try every day to make us the best foundation that we possibly can be. And it's not easy
Yeah.
because I've had some ups, I've had some downs, and it's still a learning process for me. And one thing about me, I'm very teachable and I love learning. I love school. So I teach myself every single day to try to make this a better organization, not just for me, but for others all over. So that's what keeps me going. That's what keeps me at a
Are you
positive.
still there? I think I may have lost you.
Hello. What about now? No. Yes. Maybe. Latoya. Oh, what about now?
Are you still there? I think you're you're freezing up on me. Might have to get you to repeat yourself.
I'm here. Can you
Okay.
hear me?
Yes, I got you. Yes, I hear you.
Okay,
Um,
I can log in on another device
let's
if you
see.
want. I don't know.
Is it skipping on your side as well?
No, it was
No.
working fine.
Oh,
My
shoot.
Wi-Fi is good. All the
Let
bars
me
is here.
yeah, let me make sure I'm not overloading here. Okay. So yeah, I think I'm good. So yeah, I paused it,
Okay.
so no worries.
Oh,
But
okay.
yeah. So okay. Um, do me a
So
favor. Just repeat
okay,
all that. Repeat that.
you're out there.
Hmm. Exactly. I mean, and that the thing is, advocating for yourself and for your people. I mean, that's one of the biggest, hallmarks and foundations in my group. Is like, yes, the doctors are their professionals, and yes, they have knowledge over what we have. However, we and you are the expert of you and of your child or your family member because y'all live with that.
Yeah.
And to understand that it is not disrespectful to ask a question or ask for a follow-up response, ask for clarity. you know
Yes.
because yeah, there was a time when my dad was going through his second round of cancer, and his hematologist and another doctor, like, they basically was prescribing him the exact same medicine for his chemo.
Mm.
And so he's getting a double dose of the same medication.
What?
And so my mom brought it up to the other doctor, who was like really like a secondary to his cancer. And old dude had a problem, you know? So, but my mom she didn't back down. This her husband. Been married 45 years. What you talking about? So, yeah, there was a little bit of tension, but it didn't matter because this is your people. And
Yes.
you may have to go over their head, go to another doctor, go whoever you got to go to make sure your people and yourself aren't being harmed. Is it
Right.
easy to do that? Nope, it isn't, because I know, like, we're as children, we're raised like, police officers, doctors, and preachers. You trust them. That's what happens. But I think in 2024, I think we know that you can't
Yeah.
just take things at face value. So I mean, I love that your family is together in this. And so, what do you guys have coming up in 2025 that people may want to be a part of? They want, whether it be for services or to help volunteer, what have you.
So, we actually will be adding another class. So some of our classes that we already have is yoga, Zumba, we have cycle, and meditation. So we're going to add an additional class. We're going to add knitting.
Ooh,
Um, we just had a knitting class at the library, and it was
nice.
very nice. It was very like calming. It was like
Hmm.
one of those activities where it was stress free and you can just be, I don't know. I can't really describe. I was just I felt at peace. I just felt calm. I felt like I didn't have to worry about anything that was going on in my life. I was just knitting, and it really, 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 really helped clear my mind. Let's put it
Okay.
like that. So yeah, and the other people that came to participate, they actually liked it too. So we're gonna have that. We're
So
gonna
what is
continue.
the like what is the intent behind it? Is it as a form of therapy? Is it kind of mixed in with like your meditation and to kind of just take like a distraction activity? Like what is your intent behind it?
My intentions for the knitting class is to bring ease
Mm,
to the person who's affected by lupus, just to bring ease to your life and don't bring complications.
mm-hmm,
Just bring ease and comfort
mm-hmm,
and just give you an an activity that doesn't require you to really do much. You're
right.
using, yes, you are using your fingers, but it just gives you that little peace of mind where you could just relax, drink a sip of tea, drink some tea, and just calm yourself.
Okay.
Just,
Do
yeah.
you have to have any history or knowledge of knitting to join?
So no, you can join. It's beginner friendly. So that was even my first time trying the class.
Okay.
It's beginner friendly and more it's more intimate because we don't require a lot of members to join us. Like only need about like 10 people in the class.
Okay.
And when we went, it was how many of us? Probably like 6 of us in there, and it was perfect. 6 of us
Okay.
and the instructor.
Is there
So
a cost for it or
no, it's free. We will pay for it. Obviously, the foundation will pay for the class. We're going to pay the instructor, but it's free to the participants.
okay?
Yes,
Awesome.
yes.
So, along with that, what are other things you got coming on, or that you guys are doing?
So we are having, along with our annual lupus walk that we have every year in May,
Mhm.
coming up in March, we're going to have a spring fund drive. So you're probably like, well, what is a fund drive? So we
Sounds
partnered.
fun.
Yeah, yeah. So we partnered with a retail company and we are going to collect items in your house that you typically would give to Goodwill. So like clothes, coats, shoes. We're even collecting pots, pans, blankets, pillows, DVDs, books, CDs, old VHS tapes, whatever you have in your house.
Hmm.
We want to say before you declutter,
Hmm.
make sure you consider another because
Love
because
it.
we're collecting all of these items and the retail company is going to purchase the items by the pound. So 20 cents per pound they will give us in the form of a check, and however much each item weighs is 20 cents per pound. And we were able to get everything weighed in and they're going to give us a check. And 100% of that check is going to go towards our lupus relief grant, so we can give help other lupus patients financially if they are in need.
Okay.
We're going to do that in the spring, in March, and we're also going to have one in the fall, in November.
Okay.
Also, yeah, and we're gonna do our traditional lupus walk in May. We're gonna do some jump roping this year. We did a little bit last year, but I want people to get up and move if they can. So we're
Okay.
gonna do some jump roping and then go on with our yoga and meditation in the park. We're gonna have our annual cycle class, and yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So,
So
tell us a little bit more about the lupus relief grant. How does that work? Who can qualify? How do they qualify? All the things.
okay, so I'm excited. Um, the Lupus Relief Grant is one of those grants where either someone can nominate you for the grant or you can get referred from your physician. Like, we have a lot of referrals from the University of Chicago Hospital, Lurie Children's Hospital. Um, we get a lot of referrals, and let's say the patient says they need help with rent, or they need help with transportation to the doctor's appointments, or they just need help with, it could be a phone bill, it could be groceries, whatever you need help with financially, we will be able to assist you, but you have to apply, fill out the
Mhm.
application. um, we need a doctor's note stating your diagnosis, and we will call the doctor to confirm that you have the diagnosis. And if we feel that you are in urgent need of funds, then you will receive a check from us. But let's say, okay, so let's say that you are a single mother and your child has lupus, but you need help paying rent because you've been at the doctor's appointments with your child, and you haven't been able to go to work because you're constantly going to doctor's appointments. You've been
Mhm.
missing work. But you say that you're married and your husband has income. So if the husband has the income, but you don't, and you're like, the wife is requesting the funding, we
Mhm.
may not give you the funding right away because you still have an income because of your spouse,
Right.
right?
Right.
And then you and your spouse are living together in the home. So let's say another applicant applied and she doesn't have a spouse. It's just her all alone by herself as a single parent. We would give the funds to her first because she needs it more. She needs it urgently than the other, because
Mhm.
the other person is married. So you do have income coming in from the husband. But this other single mother, she does not have another source of income coming in. So we would give it to her first. And then if there's money remaining, then we would go back and give it to the one that's married. Like, we want everyone to get a grant, but
Mm.
we have to give it to the ones who need it the most first, if
Okay.
that makes sense. Like,
Oh yeah,
just to
it,
be
it
fair.
does. Yeah.
Yeah. Just to be
So
fair.
the only way to apply is to get referred by the doctor, or can they go onto your website and get that process started?
You can also go to the website and send us an inquiry. Send me an email and say, hey, let me know what's going on, and communicate with me via email. And I will send you back an email, a response with a Zoom link, and we can have a Zoom interview, or I can give you a phone call interview and we'll talk it out. And you let me know what's going on. What do you need help with? What's going on? And I'll let you know from there if you're eligible for the grant or not. Like I said, I want everyone to get it. But if you are married and you have another source of income coming in, like from your husband, you won't get the grant right away. We
Yes.
have to give it to someone else first.
Okay.
So,
I
yeah,
mean, I think that's fair.
yeah,
Because you want to make sure if you're giving it to the appropriate people in the
yeah,
appropriate time.
yes,
So
yes,
with the people you have, you said that there are 16 people that you helped
yeah,
this year.
yes.
That's amazing.
No,
I
no,
love it.
16, a total of 16 starting from
Oh, for
2021
the whole time. Okay.
up to 24. Yeah.
Yeah, but even that, I mean, that's 16 more people who didn't have to struggle or worry about things that would have if you guys hadn't been here.
Yes.
So with those people and like, connecting with them, hearing their stories, how has that affected you like as a person? Like what does that do for you?
It so I know me and I know my heart. It made me feel really good that we were able to bless someone, but I still feel bad because they need another blessing. Like that
Right.
one payment, that one check was good at that time. But
Right.
you got bills coming out every single month. And I
Everyone.
deep down inside, I want to be able to help you for 12 months straight. I want to be
Right?
able to help you.
And you guys will get there. Like baby
Yes,
step, I mean, you're getting there. I mean, because you're right. I mean, chronic illness is chronic. It is
yes,
no breaks, no holidays, no
yes,
PTOs, none of that.
yes,
And I feel you. I feel you. And
yes,
I think people, people like you and me, we have to, kind of like measure ourselves and like hold ourselves back because if it was up to you, I'm sure you'd be like, everybody gets a check. Hell
yes,
no.
yes,
Money is no option. Come one, come
right,
all. But unfortunately, we live in the world.
right,
But, you know, just knowing, I think people knowing that foundations like yours are there and that in time and with the proper steps, help is available. You just kind of have to, because a lot of times even just finding foundations like yours is impossible.
yes,
Because like I think what you said, like you said when you first started this foundation, your mom was trying to find information and get resources, and you were like,
right.
there are none.
It
So
wasn't. It
yeah,
wasn't.
yeah. I mean, that's what got me where I am because like when I got my first diagnosis, I'm like, fibro who? What? Like,
Right.
can I wash that off? What's happening? And like there were crickets. No, like how can you give a diagnosis and then when you try to look it up, you're like, they don't know what you're talking about.
Exactly.
So that loneliness and that void that you guys are feeling for people, like they can actually type in some stuff and you guys will pop up and you'd be like, oh, okay, that means I'm
Yes.
not by myself.
Yes.
Like I can say just from knowing you guys and just from knowing that journey, just the idea that you're not by yourself, it doesn't fix where you are,
Yes.
but it helps because
Yes.
nobody wants to feel alone, especially when you're sick.
Yes.
So I know for a fact you guys are blessing people and you guys will continue to grow and
Yes.
bless people even more. And so when it comes to okay, so we talked about like your how it's impacted you and how even it impacts the individual families.
Yes.
How does a program like yours, how does it affect the community? Like even people who may not even people who probably don't have other lupus or have what have you. How does the Middleby Foundation impact the people around you?
So it's kind of funny because when we go out and do community outreach events, basically we go to these like different health fairs and we set up our information table. It's always someone always comes to the table and says, "Hmm, so y'all work for the so this for the lupus community, huh?" I'm like, "Yeah." And they're like, "You know what? I got a sister who had it. I had a niece who had it, but I don't know
Mm,
what it is. I didn't, we need more of this." They will always say that they had a family member or a friend who had it and that they want to see more of it in the community because it's
mhm.
always breast cancer awareness,
Right,
HIV,
right.
and a list of other illnesses that people promote, but lupus awareness is not talked about enough in
Hmm.
any community
Right.
because it's always that breast cancer awareness always takes Take
everybody knows that. They know the
yes.
colors, they know the month, they know
Yes.
everything. Yeah.
So the feedback that I get from people in the community is awesome because that kind of pushes me to get the word out here in Illinois about lupus and to spread awareness just as much as they spread awareness about breast cancer. We
Hmm.
need to be talking about lupus like that. You know how
Yeah.
to paint the town pink for breast cancer, paint the town purple for lupus. Let's get
Yeah.
it out there.
Yeah.
So
I mean, and then because like the thing is, once you are diagnosed with lupus, um, like you, as much as you may want to stay in your bubble, you're gonna have to venture out into the world at some point. You're probably
yeah,
gonna have to probably for a while, maybe still be able to work or go to school or a grocery store, whatever.
yeah,
But and the the recall and having other people in the community be aware of lupus. So if you have some sort of episode or you get sick or something in public and you say, like, if you say, okay, you had chemo, you had breast cancer, you go to the store and you pass out or something happens because of that, and then you can just say, oh well, I just had chemo for cancer. People automatically have a recollection of, oh, you're going through something horrible, oh my, and they come to action. But if you
hmm
have those same issues for lupus, they're like, what?
right.
Like they don't know what to do because like you said, like I said, they don't know what it is. And the fact that lupus is so sneaky. It mimics all kinds of stuff. So I mean, I understand why it's difficult to I guess put a face to it,
Yeah.
but that's also a reason why we need a face to it,
Yes.
because it does mimic so many things, and people could be sick for years before they actually pin down the diagnosis.
Yeah. I think what a lot of doctors fail at when giving you the diagnosis, I think they need to start out by asking you first, what's your diet? What have
Uh,
you been eating? Um, because it could be something as simple as something in your diet that could be causing something to
mhm,
react. And I'm not no doctor. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a nurse or anything yet.
mhm.
Yet.
Yeah, we
But
get there.
but I do believe that your diet does play a significant role in your health. Um, so they need to start asking, do you have any food insecurities? Like, do you have grocery stores that provide fresh produce? Is it within a few miles from you? Are you able
Mhm,
to get there? Do you have transportation to get there? How about do a questionnaire? Ask
mhm.
questions before you give me all these medications.
Right.
First, let's put you on a low sodium diet. I'm just making something up, but like
Yeah,
first,
but yeah.
yeah, first let's put you on a low sodium diet before I give you this medication. First, let's just start out with all green vegetables this week and come back to me in 3 months and we'll see how it worked out. Or
Mhm,
they don't do that. They just hurry up and give you the medication right away
mhm.
without even asking about your nutritional needs or.
Right. Yeah, I mean, and actually, that actually brings up something I'm going to talk to you about this after we end this interview. I want to
Okay.
give you extra something. But yes, patient information and patient education is not a thing. And I could have sworn when I was younger that that was a thing.
Yeah.
Or most like probably more to your point. It's a thing for cancer. Um
Yep.
Cancer. I mean,
Yep.
it's really only, maybe diabetes, maybe, you know, but when it comes to all of these other a bunch of other diagnoses, it's like just giving you a stamp and a prescription. See you in 3 months.
Yep.
Hello,
Yep.
and that needs to be a thing. Um, so like, what other things? Or actually, rather, can do you have any like success stories that you can share? Things that have happened through any of your initiatives?
Um, I want to say so. We do have the testimonials from all of the grant recipient winners.
Yeah.
We have testimonials. We have those on the website, basically just thanking us that they actually have the Middle B Foundation as a lifeline. Someone said that. I said, "Oh, you consider us as a lifeline?" And she said, "Yes." I said, "Okay." And then people were just basically saying that this was around when they needed it the most. They couldn't turn to anyone else, and they were able to find the Middle B Foundation. I'm just glad to be able to be, that they heard about us. And I will always say, well, how did you hear about us? And they would say from their doctors. Your doctors know about us? And they say, yeah, we heard about you, or we saw you on this website or something like that. So that really feels good to know. And just to be able to we get grants from BMO Harris Bank. So someone must have
really,
I know banks, they give to nonprofits, but someone must have put our name on the list or something, because I don't know how we got a check from BMO Harris Bank. But
God,
okay.
God whispered in the right ears,
So
So I mean,
something.
yeah.
So I don't know. I just thank God that we
Yeah, I
continue
mean,
to do what we were doing, and we were featured in the newspaper 3 times, in
okay.
the Beverly newspaper. So somebody's talking about us.
And I mean, good things get spoken about and
Yeah.
get the attention that they need. What other things do you got, or not things, but what other goals do you have for the Middle B Foundation? Whether it's currently in action or things that you want to be in action.
So some of our goals that I don't know if we'll pick it up for 2025, but I know for sure the years moving forward for 2026 and moving forward, I want to be able to write a grant for transportation vehicle. And I want the vehicle, if I can, I want 2 vehicles. One, to take the lupus patients who do not have transportation. I want to be able to take them round trip to their doctor's appointments. And also, if they need to stop at the pharmacy, I want to be able to take them to their appointment and take them to the pharmacy and take them back home. So I want one van for that. And the other van is I want to be able to drop off fresh groceries every month. Whether it be, I want to make sure that we have water, fresh fruits and vegetables for sure, and then whatever other groceries that you need in your home, I want to be able to provide that, along with household needs like cleaning products, toothpaste, toothbrush, tissue, paper towel. So I want a grant that's big enough to get 2 separate vehicles, one for transportation and one for groceries and household goods. So that's one that I want to implement moving forward, starting 2026.
Okay.
Because I know it. I mean, if I work harder at it, we can get it started in 2025. But grants are hit or miss. You apply for a grant, you either get it or you don't. So I'm in the process of grant writing. I'm teaching myself grant writing, because everyone was trying to charge me $1,000 or more, and that money can go towards our mission. I'm not about to pay that. So, like I said, I'm teachable. I'm teaching myself. I'm learning new things about grant writing. So those are 2 of the initiatives I want to start moving forward in the upcoming years. And and the biggest one is to help the single. So we do have some adults who have lupus and they are single with no kids.
Yeah.
And it's hard for them to continue to pay rent living here in Chicago. So I want to have like some type of room and board. And I want to have a building where they can have their own apartment, and it'll be like low income. Like It'll be low income, maybe $400 a month for a one bedroom because they are a single adult,
Mm-hmm.
and it'll include transportation to your doctor's appointments. You can go out in the community on weekends. You will have a CNA there for breakfast, lunch, and dinner to make sure you got your breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Like, I want to have a home for them.
Okay, world changer.
Yes.
I am
Yes.
here for it. I'm
Yes.
here for it.
Yes.
And I mean, I'm tingling. I'm
Yes.
like,
So those
yeah.
are my three initiatives moving forward to 2026.
All right. And if anyone who's is seeing this, if you know somebody who may can help get this done,
yes,
reach out to her. Hit the
yes,
website. I'm gonna have all that information in the description or here up on Instagram, because as much as we have all these dreams and it's great, there are people out there that are meant to help you. We
yes,
just got to reach them.
right.
And like the fact that you got those things out, people heard it. Y'all heard it. Don't act like you didn't hear it. I heard it. And it will happen. It will absolutely happen because it's needed. I mean, the amount of people, I mean, even like myself, like, I mean, yeah, I'm single and, I have a home and that's great, but there are single people and you're looking online for assistance of any kind. And it's always for families, single mothers, children that are without parents, and all those people need help as well. So
Yes,
there are also people who are just simple human people that also need the help. And that's a forgotten community. And I'm
yes,
loving the fact that you're thinking about them. And I think they will love the fact that you're thinking about them.
yes.
What can people do, or well, what kind of help or volunteers do you need? And if they feel that they can or want to help you, how do they get to you and get the ball rolling?
Okay. The volunteers that I need, I'm looking for people because I handle all of the day-to-day operations of
Mm-hmm.
the Middle B Foundation for Lupus. So I'm looking for people who need um preferably some younger people who need hours. Like, I know a lot of high school students need certain community hours to
Mm-hmm.
graduate. I know if you're in ROTC, I know you need the
Right.
hours because
Mm-hmm.
I used to be in ROTC, and I think they're called service learning hours or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking for some younger people to help me with the social media. I've been doing the best I can with that. I use Canva, but
I
sometimes,
think everybody does.
yeah, everybody uses Canva, but I've been seeing some other organizations, and they've been a little bit more creative than I
Mm-hmm.
have. So I'm thinking I can get some help from the younger people to help me be a little bit more creative and let our Instagram posts pop a little bit more. So we need
Mm-hmm.
help with that. So social media, I need help with. I need more board members. I need board members that are going to help me find funding. So right now I've been looking at different grant websites trying to apply to different grants. I need some help where, like, if you have some experience in grant writing, come on board. We need you. We need help, because me just searching for the grants myself can get a little stressful. So I need someone for social media. I need someone who's experienced in grant writing.
Mm-hmm.
I also need someone who's really good with outreach, like networking, getting out there, getting the word out there. Because, like I said, I'm just one person handling the day-to-day operations.
Right.
And we're in the city of Chicago. I need help reaching out to the suburb areas. I need help with reaching out to Indiana, to Michigan. I need help with that as well. You can find me. You can send me an email at info@themiddlebfoundation.org. You can also give us a call on our business phone, 312-779-9247. Let me see your resume. Let me see what experience you do have. Let's
Mm-hmm.
work together, but we have to work together towards a common goal. The common
Right.
goal is to be able to help the lupus community. This is nothing to play with. I need you to be serious. I need you to be focused. I need you to be determined. Can you commit to a year? Can you
Mm.
do a year commitment? That's if you can see yourself volunteering for us for a year, then you're the perfect candidate for us. But if you can
Mhm.
see yourself only just doing something for the summer or something like that, then
Mhm.
we may not be able to use you at this time. Like I need
Right.
someone who's going to be committed for a year. Now, some of
Well,
the high
it's
school
long
kids,
haul. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Now, some of the high school kids, we could probably use y'all for the summer, when you're out of school. But, for the ones that are experienced and I'm looking for board members, I need
Mhm.
board members to be on a year commitment. It's not a contract. It's just a commitment,
Yeah.
an agreement that we have between one another. Be respectful and give me a year of your time if you can,
I
please.
mean, and that sounds fair. I mean, because as we just discussed in this short time,
Yeah.
there are so many avenues that need the attention.
Yes.
But like you said, you're just you. You know,
Yes.
you're amazing, but you're still just one human.
Right.
And like you get tired. I'm sure you need a nap once in a while.
Yes.
You know, just once in a
Yes.
while. So
Okay.
you need people that are willing, that pretty much has a similar heart to you, that are willing to help a community of people who need the help.
Yeah.
So I believe that this is going to reach the people it needs to reach. Is there anything else that you want people to know about you, about the foundation that we may not have covered?
Yes. And I don't want anyone to think that okay, there is something
What's
I
the
want you
name?
to.
You're amongst family. Just say it. It's cool. We got it. It's fine.
Okay. Okay, listen, y'all. Like
We
if
got
you
this under.
if you want to nominate someone for the lupus relief grant and you currently reside in Illinois, where I'm at, like I said, we're having a fund drive, and I've already explained to you what the fund drive is, and we're
Mhm.
collecting items that you have already in your house. If you want to nominate someone and increase their chances of getting the grant, please donate something from your house. Where I'm not even asking you for a monetary donation. Now you can give us a monetary donation if you like. You can go on our website. We have a donate button with PayPal, and you can donate $5, $10, $25, however much. But I'm not even asking you for money. I'm
Mhm.
asking you to donate some clothes, a shoes, a book bag, a purse,
If you're gonna throw away
some
anyway.
DVDs, or something to
Yeah.
support this person that you're nominating. If you're going to nominate, let's say your friend Jessica, your friend Jessica has been dealing with lupus for 6 years now. And I'm just making up a random name.
Yeah.
Like she's been dealing with lupus for 6 years now and she needs help with her rent this month. Jessica, by supporting our fund drive, donate something.
Exactly.
Tell a friend and make sure that friend tells another friend.
Mhm.
Everybody does so much for breast cancer awareness. Do something for the lupus community
Mhm.
for a change. That doesn't require you to donate any money.
Right.
Just donate something from your heart, from your house.
Mhm.
Anything. Pots, plates, pans, a blender, anything from your house that you don't want anymore. Donate it to our fund drive that we're having in March. I'll keep everyone updated. I'm going to be posting on social media. Make sure you're following us at Middle B17. And that's B like Bumblebee. So BEE. So Middle
Mhm.
B17 on Facebook and Instagram. That's if you want to help us, help us by supporting the fund drive, by
The
donating
more
something.
money, the more money you can raise and put in
Yeah.
your coffers means the more people you can grant.
Yes.
It's a symmetry. It's symmetry. It's like the more you do, the more you get. And
Yes.
it's things that you're gonna donate or even shoot trash. Let's be real.
Yes.
People waste things so much. Like I
Yes.
mean, I have to catch myself. Like me being an expatriate chef, and I see people throwing away food at restaurants, and I'm just like, why didn't you donate to a homeless shelter? Like
Right.
whenever I was baking and catering, anything left over went straight to the homeless shelter. Like
Yeah.
they will take it. So
Okay.
this is the same situation. Don't just fill up the landfills and mess up this earth that's already need as much help as possible.
Yes.
Give to a donation, give to an organization that is made and who has a desire to help other people in need.
Yes.
Sounds simple to me. I'm like, I'm sitting here looking around my house like, how can I ship some stuff to Chicago?
Okay.
I got walkers. I'm like,
Take
so
it all.
I mean, people need those things. So please, guys, um, because that whole 6 degrees of separation. If you took some time and like talk to your family member, you're closer to someone who has lupus than you know.
Yes.
Like we said, because it mimics so many things and it hides and morphs and changes, it is more prevalent than is talked about.
Yes.
And that's what the Middle B Foundation does. It shines a light on the people who are diagnosed, and the more of that happens, the bigger the chances of people beginning getting diagnoses early, hopefully,
Yes.
so that it doesn't do damage. So I don't know what else y'all need to hear. Personally, I think
Okay.
y'all need to start collecting your stuff
Yes.
and go on get it to them, right?
Yes.
And if you need the help, if you need the outreach, if you need the community, go to those events. Go knit you something. Go get you a quick little cycling in, a little
Yes.
woosah.
Free.
Go
It's all
just to
free.
find community. You are not by yourself. The help is here. So, girl, thank you. We can talk forever, but
Yes.
you know, I love you. I love your mission,
Yes.
and I truly believe that you are going to find the people that you need to continue this mission. So, thank you so much for your
Thank
time and butterflies. All of the information will be in the description and on my website, butterflychats.com. Reach out to them or to me, and I can connect y'all. But until next time, we will see you later.
you. Yes.